very far. We have almost completed our office, and very soon business will be vibrant, and then you will hear of us. Thank you very much. Thank you, Shine.
All right. You can also explain a little bit of the business opportunities which is rising in Ghana.
Okay. Then let me go back again to talk about Ghana. Ghana, our main focus is on value addition, because we produce a lot of raw materials from here. We have cocoa, we have gold, we have manganese, we have bauxite, we have a lot of minerals from Ghana. And then we are mainly an agriculture country. Our agriculture sector is very micro, and then peasant farmers. We are ready to commercialize our agriculture industry, and anybody who is interested in doing commercial farming is invited to talk to me behind the scenes. And then apart from that, the stability of our government is very, very key. We have been a multi-party democratic nation for the past 20 years. And we are almost into our election in December. So we are preparing very much, but we have actually two strong parties. And at the end of the day, everybody veered towards one of them. And our campaign teams are all ready there. We are doing a new voters ID. If you might have heard in the news, we went to Supreme Court because our people didn't want to use, our government didn't want to use the old voter ID. So we decided that we would, as a country, we would do a new credible voter identification. So the registration started today, and we are very focused on our election. It's on 7th of December. But then despite that, people must eat, people must wear clothes, people must go to the hospital. And the pandemic is also, the numbers are rising in Ghana because of the way we have just opened our economy. And when it's like that, we have more numbers. And we are just praying that we don't go beyond the 20,000 that we have been talking about. Already we are about 18,000, and recovery has been about 4,000. But then we believe that is about double those numbers, because as usual, governments don't come out to give us the right information. So we are thinking that it's about double those numbers, and we are talking to our people to take it easy and then observe the cleanliness, washing of hands, and then wearing of face masks and all that. Despite that, our oil industry is doing very well. Our economy is not doing very well. Our numbers are very down. Government is very broke. And we are trying to get the entrepreneurs to take charge of the country, because they produce the goods, they produce the food, they actually keep us together. And then they are able to bring in the testing kits, they are able to bring in the nose masks. So we are very, very, very in a trying moment, but then businesses are still trying to thrive. Thank you. Thank you, Shine.
What are the facilities do we have in Ghana as a Marketnext director? What are the facilities we have there to support the entrepreneurs to enter into the Ghanaian market?
Okay, we have a big industrial enclave. You have the opportunity of just bringing your goods to Ghana and then start selling, because our friends from China has built 8,000 acres of industrial village, that we have a lot of warehousing, we have a lot of stores, we have housing. They actually added a housing project to the industrial village. We have a recreational center also there. We have government like the tax and professionals also available there. Right now, we have been able to put together some few professionals, about 15 of them, who are going to be helping Marketnext in Ghana they are actually on the advisory board, but then about 7 of them are on the advisory board. The others are forming their own affiliations so that we can use them to do my immigration papers. We can do the registration of businesses. If you want to come to Ghana, we give you the roadmap to be able to come and do business in Ghana. And then we also have lawyers that are able to take care of our regulatory business parts, so that you don't go doing things that you are not supposed to do and be caught by the law. We also have land banks that you can use for commercial farming. We also have cashew. Cashew is produced in Ghana. We are actually exporting cashew to India at the moment, and we take some also from Burkina Faso into Ghana. Apart from that, we have the cocoa. The cocoa, we have the butter for the spa industry or cosmetic industry. We have the husk that is also used for other purposes. And then we have the food itself. We usually send our beans to the world markets, but then we are inviting people to come and produce chocolates here and other cocoa drinks like Milo and other golden powders that people can use for beverages of all kinds. And then we also are very focused on unemployment. We have large number of our youth that is having issues with unemployment. And then combined with the pandemic also has stretched the government so much so that people are going actually very desperate about the economic being as a human being. So basically, if we have these industries, in fact, we are looking for people who can produce health products. For instance, our pharmaceutical industry is very small. You know, Ghana, we are about 30 million people. And the pharmaceutical industry, we have intravenous company that produces for the West African market, but it's not as large as it's supposed to be. And then we also have the Tombiko, we have Danas, they produce few things. But we export a lot of this, our medical, pharmaceutical medicines from India. And then we also have the natural medicine industry, which is expanding very much because a lot of people are middle-aged income earners and they are very focused on their health. So there is a big market in that aspect also. And I know India do very well with that. And then essential oils for pharmaceuticals in Ghana, and then for the cosmetic industry also is a very good area that people can focus on. We also need solar. We have a big land in the sub-Saharan part of Ghana in the north. And we need solar industry, a strong solar industry. So those of you who are interested in coming to do business, in fact, I have a proposal on my table as I speak now for solar in the north. It's about 200 kilowatts that they are looking for. But then if we can start from a point, it will be very good. And most industries, we have a B5. B5 is also Indian, it's a steel industry. And they are looking to take the power from the solar so that they will go off the electricity company grid. So those of you who are interested in investing in that aspect also, you are invited. And then we are thinking of crowdfunding for our SMEs. We are putting together documents that can help us finish the regulatory aspect of the company, and then we are inviting people who are interested in doing crowdfunding technology with us, so that we can do that for the SMEs to support the people that we are going to be registering to be able to scale up their businesses and then do better than they used to do. And I spoke about the digital space, because a lot of private schools are not able to teach students because they are not digitalized. And I'm very happy to inform Shine that there is a lot of space for that. And those education Marketnext people who are part of the educational sector are invited to do the learning platform system or learning management system, so that we can help the private schools. We have almost 2,000 private schools in Ghana that need our help for education. And then I'm hopeful that I've touched most aspects of the economy. And then Shine, if you need anything more, please let the questions come, and I'll give you the answers.
We can have the QA session towards the end, so that people can ask questions and we can answer them. Okay. But let's move on and let people get information from different parts of the world, and then we move on to the next sessions. So okay. Next is, thank you so much, Ivy. Fascinating, and I know that you are doing an amazing job to build up the Marketnext ecosystem in Ghana, and it is so exciting that we have 90,000. It is 90,000 acres of land, isn't it, or 9,000 acres of land?
It's 8,000 acres of land that has been developed into an industrial village.
Excellent. So we have around 8,000 acres of land, and it is designed as a special economic zone in Ghana, and Ivy is managing it. Yes. And anybody from India or any part of the world who wanted to get into the Ghanaian market, yes, we have the ready to go infrastructure there, a lot of investments, a lot of opportunities. The market is opening up in pharmaceuticals, in food sector, food and beverages, in agriculture, energy, power, digital, and so on. And our ecosystem is already there. Anybody want to go there? Ivy is our person there to take you to the Ghanaian market. Thank you, Ivy, and we will come back to the question. And thank you so much for your dose of pros.
Thank you. Our hospitality is next to another.
Thank you so much. So let's go to the west. From the west, let's go to where? Where do you want to go? Sharon, where should we go? Who next? You take it from here. Let's give a little cultural shock. Let's ask Branka. Let's give a cultural shock. Let's bring Branka online. Branka from Cyprus. We are inviting you to have a
please come in.
Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, Branka, you are.
Branka. Excellent. Greetings to everyone. Well, it's like you dreamed about it, Shine. It is going to be a cultural shock because yes, I am from Cyprus, and if you want to incorporate company here, or you need a tax advisor, you want to come and live in Cyprus, I can help. But today I would like to be very grateful and share my experience and opinion with I am heuristic. So somebody else will present their project instead of me. And when you hear the word heuristic, what does it mean to you? Did you even heard about this word before? Basically, it's about learning for ourselves. And I'm Branka van der Linden, knowledge partner for Marketnext. So to avoid analysis paralysis, and without further ado, I call Kunvar and Reni, if you're here.
Yeah,
yes,
hi Branka, thank you.
Okay, Ritu, please take a stage, Kunvarji. Very happy to hear from you.
Thank you, Branka. How much time we have?
Shine?
You have 30 seconds to have a pitch.
Okay.
See the pitching session, then the pitching session, we will keep it later.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, once the country directors do their part of the introduction and
pitching session later because let's do with our protocol, and then we go to the pitching session. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So next we can have our Chennai director, Ravi Chandra from India. Inviting you, the man.
Ravi.
Am I audible?
Loud and clear.
One
Yes,
second.
okay.
1 second. I just request everybody to change their names to your actual names. So it would be great to keep a track of people who have budgeted. So that would be very convenient.
Right.
Because I could see
And
so
also-
many device names. So that would be great if you could rename it to your actual name. You can see so many Redmi, OnePlus, iPhone. So it would be great if you could rename to your actual name. Yeah.
And come
Sorry
on
to
video if
interfere,
possible.
Ravi. Go ahead.
And come on video if possible. I would love to see Branka. I'm not able to see Branka.
Today, Branka does not have a camera where she is.
All right. So good morning, my dear freedom fighters. And you know why I call you freedom fighters? The new age entrepreneurs are the freedom fighters. I'm Ravi, National Director India of Marketnext. A wise man recently proclaimed, I happened to hear him, people talk about BC and AC. You know what is BC and AC, Shine? Shine, BC
After
and AC?
COVID and before COVID, isn't it?
That is only for the writers. They only write. But what's important is DC. What you do during Corona is more important, which will keep us in good state in the times to come. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what Marketnext is trying to do, enabling all of us in a platform for us to grow and prosper together. We are moving forward in Marketnext, we are moving forward from connections to conversations to clarity, and now we are going to come to competence. All right. So the day is not far for the members, for cross-border collaborations and ventures. So recently, I'm personally excited from what Ivy said last time on the technical university in Ghana, a digital university, a wellness park. These are the things, and Marketnext is going forward with these startup accelerators. As you can see, so much of collaboration is going to happen in the energy sector, agriculture sector, and healthcare sector as well. Basically, I'm an enabler. I found my calling. My calling in life is as an enabler of people and businesses. And I'm basically here into my company, Gates and Windows, which is into leadership hiring, both in India and abroad. So if you're looking at leadership from India, we'll be happy to enable. And finally, friends, when the whole world is concerned about what next, here comes Marketnext. So let's move forward swiftly. That's the need of the hour. Let's invite the best people be it innovators or service providers, onto a platform, and that's the way forward. The knowledge partners to move forward. We have to do it swiftly to make an impact individually and collectively as well. So thank you so much. This is Ravi Chandra, founder and chief enabler of Gates and Windows, National Director for India, signing off for now. Thank you so much and wish you all a fantastic evening ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Ravi.
That was a lovely one. Thank you, Ravi. Thank you so much.
All right. Let's go to Wales and invite our our director of communities to have a few words. Caroline Williams.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ravi. Thank you
Good
so much.
morning, Caroline.
Thank you, Ravi, especially for literally lighting up this panel. Thank you for that. I've got two guests. I can see one has arrived, and that's Ian Moncrief Macmillan. That's very Scottish in English. And he is an entrepreneur. He's also a very, very clever and experienced software engineer and lives in St. Albans, very near London. The other gentleman is Paul Formerston, and he is an ex-banker. He has two businesses, and he wants to just look at what the opportunities are for the hotels and catering, and again, the service providers. So he's wants to just join us from London just to see what this is all about. So that's two. The important thing from an Ivy point of view, because Ivy is really working hard by the sound of it in terms of, offering a lot of opportunities there in Ghana. There is a gentleman who is working just as hard, Ivy, this side on the ecosystems and a mechanical company provider. He's got two companies, but he's trying to bring everything up to date in terms of everything being the solar panel aspect of the industry, that he wants the regulations all to be in place before he comes on. So we've got three very exciting people here. And that's me signing out and enjoying everything, especially if you're full of energy. I'm talking about being healthy, because without our health, we can't do anything. So well done, everybody. Okay.
Great. Brilliant.
Thank you, Kevin.
You're welcome.
Yes. So let's, yeah. Go ahead, please.
So now let me welcome Mudupe and Juliet from Nigeria. Mudupe and Juliet.
Yes. Good morning. I'm here.
Good morning.
Very good morning. Go ahead.
So good morning, everybody. So this is Modupe from Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have two chapters. I hope you can see my face now. So we have two chapters in Nigeria. One in Abuja, that's the Federal Capital Territory, and the other in Lagos. So Nigeria obviously is the most populous country in Africa. We have about 51% of the population of West Africa, about 200 million people. And last week, the government just released our economic sustainability plan that will take that government to be spending about 2.5 trillion naira. That's about $5 billion to help the post-COVID situation in the country. We are presently in the third phase of opening up. That means that from tomorrow, there'll be interstate travel, which will also enhance trade and investments. So the opportunities in Nigeria are numerous. The government's focusing on agri, because most of the money is going on agri, and there'll be some zero interest loans support the sector from the economic sustainability plan. So there'll be agri, there'll be they want to fund SMEs. So if you're in the agri value chain, there's a lot of, the government wants to, yes, export some, but they also want to institute some processing capabilities in country. So for things like cashew, yes, we want to export them. We do export to India and Vietnam, but right now they're looking at adding value, so as to improve the quality and the income from those areas. So obviously, like I said, we have the market space. We have the market size. We need, the country has a need for pharmaceuticals right now, based obviously on the COVID issue. So there's a need for pharmaceuticals. The fintech industry in the country is very strong and is growing. People are looking at payment systems, and you're working. And I heard recently that even Orange wants to come into the telecommunication space of the country. MTN just recently, that's a major telecommunications company in Nigeria, just recently said they have 100 million data subscribers in Nigeria. So provision of data and data services is also very important, because it's necessary for use right now based on COVID. People are using it for work, people are working from home, they're using it for schooling. And right now, a lot of people are complaining. And so even states, there's just a general opening now for people that want to go into that space. Obviously, there's the LFTZ, the free trade zone that is in Lekki, and the government is building a railway, the blue line that will link it to the mainland, or you can export from there. So Nigeria is virgin in many ways, and is open to partnerships. And so for what we have here, we have our team, and we're growing every day. I can help you if you want to come to the country. There's a one-stop shop from the NEPC, as the Nigerian Export Promotion Council. We can aid with that. If you want to do business with government, we have access to that also. So I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to allow Juliet to continue from here.
Mm-hmm. Hi, good morning, everyone. Apologies, I'm not going to turn on my video. I'm not exactly in the right look for a video call. However, I'm going to highlight the basic opportunities that are available in Nigeria, especially in manufacturing. Nigeria has quite a large population of people on the African continent, and a large number of these people fall under the low income and bottom income earners in the world. Currently, Nigeria has topped the list as poverty capital because there's a high level of unemployment, and this is because certain infrastructures or certain structures are not in place. We require quite a lot of foreign investment and people who have the vision to turn things around for us here. There's a large number of opportunities in various sectors. Particularly, I'm going to highlight a few which are top of the list. The finished products, which is what you call added value. So you have the tomato paste, we have the milk, dairy and milk industry. We also have fruit juice. We consume quite a lot of fruit juice. We also have a lot of fruit juice. We also have a lot of fruits that end up going to waste. But there's a wide gap of lack of infrastructure to develop this fruit juice from raw materials to finished products. There's also a large gap, or there's a large deficit also for the fashion industry. So we do have a lot of fashion, which is ready couture, I would say, made to measure. However, people wear more regular clothing than they wear the made to measure. And we still depend on importation of these items from China, India, and Turkey. But we have a large number of people who need to wear regular clothing. And we have a large number of space which we could facilitate. The Nigerian chapter of the Marketnext could facilitate investors who want to look into setting up such manufacturing plants. We do have garment manufacturing plants here, but of course they require foreign direct investment or expertise partnerships, I would say. We could also help facilitate or broker a proper setup deal with the Office of the Ease of Doing Business in Nigeria that gives investors proper landing to be able to do business here. So I would say that the major sectors are the garments and the food production. We need people to look into these opportunities to produce finished food, especially in dairy products. We still import a large number of milk, butter, and beverages, this kind of things. We also import a lot of juice. There's a large monopoly in the juice market, which can be leveraged on, because we have a large number of raw materials in that industry that can be processed. I think that's about it. For now, these are the sectors that are ripe for the plucking. I would use that word.
Thank you, Juliet. I'd like to ask a question to you, Juliet. Is there any agriculture sector you said? So is there any manufacturing of it, or is there any farmer product like fruits which is manufactured over there or cultivated over there?
Can you say that again, please? I didn't get you.
How is the agricultural cultivated product market over there? Since you said there is a lot of consumption for fruit juice, is there any cultivation happening over there?
There is a particular region, which is a state here in Nigeria, that has very good soil, and they farm. Their core activities are farming. It's in Benue State, and they produce a large number of fruits. However, there's a lot of reports that these fruits go to waste because there are no industries. I think there's a monopoly market in the fruit juicing, because we only have one major player, which is Chivita, and the rest of it are basically imported. And even with Chivita, there's news that they import concentrates, so they don't necessarily harness the raw fruits that are here.
All right.
Thank you.
Right. So I also would like to announce the release of our June edition of the Innovation Next magazine by Marketnext. So I'm just going to take you through that, and we really thank all our contributors for the magazine to make it as a good. It was a second edition. However, it come up well. I will share a bit with you so you can have a look at the magazine. So let me share you the magazine. Just a moment. So I hope you can see the Innovation Next magazine. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the magazine, and just immediately, just taking through, this is the Innovation Next magazine. I really thank all our contributors, collaborators, all our knowledge partners, supporters, everyone, to take part in the release of this magazine. So this is our second edition. We are featuring Zambia. We are featuring, the future of education post-COVID, and then it is about pivoting. We're talking here about the Ghana opportunities. We are talking about Australia, innovation and entrepreneurship, nutrigenomics, South Africa rising, and about Coimbatore, the industrial hub. And then the Liberate SOC project is about launching a new chip, and about the future of jobs. And by Mr. Mithun, how he is, he in his article is very interesting. He mentioned how India could, India has a chance to replace China as a global economic leader. That is a very interesting article. And of course, whatever happening in our community, the new businesses opportunities, our events, and our global leaders, everything has been presented in this magazine. So if you don't have a copy, you can go to our website, marketnext.org, and then from our magazine area, you can download the copy. Every 2 months, we are releasing a magazine with a very beautiful content and layout, which you would be loving. And in the next 2 months' time, we can have the next version release also. So once again, I thank all our collaborators, and we are also looking at featuring some very interesting innovations in the magazine. So anybody would like to collaborate, especially our members or our directors and partners, can contribute for this magazine. Thank you. It is I think it has reached around more than 6,000 readers worldwide, and up to 20 countries it has gone to. So again, now back to India. Let's invite Mr. Ashwin and Sudhir Nair from Coimbatore, and of course Mr. Abdul Aziz also, to talk about the opportunities which is rising up in India in terms of the manufacturing and another energy-related opportunities. And to also inform you, we are in this next 3 months, we are going to promote 4 accelerators, industrial accelerators. One is for energy, one is for for agri, and another one is for digital tech, and the 4th one is for fintech. So we are combining, creating a list of companies who are seeking international growth, and through our accelerator program, we are with the help of our partners, global partners, we are helping these companies to reach into the global market. So our members can definitely join this accelerator if their company is, of course, selected, and they can, get into the global market through our ecosystem. All right, now I invite Sudhir Nair to talk about the manufacturing opportunities and the kind of facilities which you have arranged, along with our knowledge partner, with Mr. Vishwanathan, who is based out of Coimbatore, who is a chartered accountant. You can have a few words about what you have designed in India for global companies seeking a market entry to India or to set up a manufacturing hub in India. Mr. Sudhir Nair, over to you. Yeah. And Mr. C.A. Vishwanathan, you can also join the discussion.
Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, and hi to all. Greetings to all. Welcome to Marketnext, and it's a great opportunity. Thanks for trying to give me to discuss about the manufacturing hub in Coimbatore. As Shine says, the manufacturing, you can have an industrial sector in anything in Coimbatore side you can do. Like automobile industry is a possibility, solar or motors, pumps, electrical items, or agriculture items. A lot of things are manufacturing in Coimbatore. Even I am a manufacturing of garment textile processing machineries, which is used for printing related machineries, and we do have screen setting machineries also available. These are kinds of industries in Coimbatore is getting more and more new inventions. And anybody interested to join with us, please come through Mr. Shine or Marketnext. We are there to help you on all the ways. Moreover, this industrial sectors, we have some industrial hubs over here, like ACZ or industrial Codicia, like of industrial hubs. We have already talked to them to get a complete setup. Hi, am I audible? Is it clear? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Through the setup of my members, already having members in Marketnext, also having a good tie-up in Coimbatore sector to start a lot of machineries, any kind of machinery, and we are ready to make over here. Any custom-made machineries also we can do. So please keep in touch with us. And anybody interested to join with us in Coimbatore, please let me know. I'll definitely help you for all. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So Sudhir there is set up a manufacturing hub. That means it's a one-stop solution he is providing for anybody who wanted any type of machineries to be exported from India, or someone wanted to set up a manufacturing hub or to set up a plant in India. He has the infrastructure. A part of that, if anybody wants to set up any sort of industrial plants, like any pipe manufacturing facility, or or any kind of footwear manufacturing or garment manufacturing, or many, he has at least more than 50 different type of vertical of equipments with him. So anybody wanted to set up any type of a factory or a manufacturing unit, he is the man who can help you with setting up these facility anywhere in the world, as well as in India too. Thank you, Sudhir, for your wonderful efforts, and we wish all the luck for the Coimbatore chapter and our members and our service partners there for putting up the entire infrastructure and the entire concept together. Thank you. So we will go to where? We have Elena. Elena.
Hi, Sean. Well, and you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. Thanks again for the opportunity to speak on the platform. My name is Eleanor Dowden. I am the Managing Director of Human Destiny Executive Search and Recruitment. We focus on headhunting niche skill on a global level. And I'll give you a brief insight into some opportunities in South Africa. I actually have one particular that I'd like to chat about, which will be in the energy sector. But if you look at South Africa, and I think energy is a hot topic, we are actually the 21st largest power producing country in the world. And we export this commodity to various, about 7 African countries. We have had a lot of shortages countrywide due to capacity challenges from our main state-owned entity, which actually dominates the energy space, which is Eskom. So this is a topic that I think is very hot in the market. And in particular, South Africa has identified the renewable energy space as a critical sector. And they are supporting the space with various funding initiatives. The challenges that we are facing now due to COVID is that although a lot of funds have been available and there is a lot of grant funding, etc., a lot of those projects have been placed on hold, or at least there's a delay in the funding coming through because of the government needing to redirect that due to COVID. I am going to come back to the energy sector just now. In terms of manufacturing, we have some special economic development zones that have been specifically set up to stimulate manufacturing. We have a lot of manufacturing going on in the automotive space, and actually all of the main automotive companies have actually set up their own manufacturing facilities. We've got a lot of access to raw materials, so it makes it very viable to set up, as well as access to a lot of, if I can call it, good value or cheap labor. The unemployment rate is now, I believe, 5%. So if you are looking to set up any manufacturing concerns, then we do have access to both to skilled labor, obviously at all levels. So very good talent there is available. Also, in terms of ICT, the ICT sector is very well established and it's very sophisticated, and South African companies are actually world leaders in prepayment, revenue management, fraud prevention systems, and all of these are very successfully exported to the rest of the world. In education, both the government and the private sector have allocated large budgets to improve the education space. We're seeing more franchises that are being established, especially in technical, vocational education and training colleges, due to the demand for this. So I know there are quite a few people that are interested in looking at education. In terms of agriculture, we've also got some amazing opportunities in terms of agriculture, a lot of land. So there is new foreign agricultural investment in South Africa that are there to assist farmers. So definitely a lot of opportunity in that space. The one opportunity I just wanted to mention, and that we have in particular, is that I'm representing a client that is manufacturing fuel cell systems, both for the South African and the African markets. They've completed their due diligence with a state funder, and unfortunately that funding is being delayed, or has been, if I can put it this way, placed on hold for now due to COVID. However, they are investment ready. The technology is already there. Actually, even the customers are there, but they're looking for investment of between 33 and 100 million rand to get the project started. I know that seems like quite a big range, so ideally it would be 100 million to really get everything up and running, but 33 million rand would actually get the process started. So the IP is there, the technology partners are there. The project is being led by a private equity firm. So just to emphasize that it's not being led by the state, it's led by the private equity firm, and supposedly with state funding. So if anyone does have an interest, there's a limit to what I can disclose at this stage, but if anyone does have an interest, then we can obviously speak in a bit more detail on that particular project. And that's what I have to say today, Shine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Elena. That was really interesting. So I expect some questions for you later in the Q&A session. Yep. Now I would like to call Mr. Mark from Australia. Mr. Mark, you there?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, Mark. Good to see you both.
Good evening, good morning, good day to everyone. I hope everyone's doing well. Well, for some of the opportunities here in Australia, well, at the moment, in terms of health-wise, but down south towards Melbourne and Victoria, well, they've currently had a few cases in regard to COVID. So their governments have been looking around to find more PPE items at a more affordable price, still keeping the quality, but a lot more PPE at affordable prices. So they're looking around for more businesses to get more items from that. In regard to, I guess, technology-wise, we've got the government here is trying to get businesses to help to make the employees work from home more. So they're trying to get things to go, because it used to be a full-time in the office job, but now they're trying to get it, like 2 days in the office, the rest at home, sort of swap it around. So they're looking more for incentives, ideas on how to get people to stay at home more. So at the moment, they've been doing, they've been supplying people with monitors, modems, a bit more of the stuff needed to actually work from home. And then we do have the solar, what is it? Energies, renewable energies field. Do you want to tell them more?
Yeah, look, the COVID basically saw a lot of companies struggle to perform in the markets that they would otherwise thrive in. And in order to combat this, the government has started schemes. For example, there's a $131 billion scheme the government introduced, the federal government, that'll see the medical field and the engineering field through for the next 5 years. It's a stimulus package for companies that want to kickstart and begin to supply and provide to the Australian economy. And that's lump sum of money is only for the medical and engineering field. Now, there's also money that the government's promised for to the value of 668 million solely to the construction field, just to boost the economy in that sector and to get various other companies up and going again. And as my brother was saying, now they've also brought in a $205 million package for renewable energy. And we already had a booming solar, hydro energy, and so on. And the government bringing up this package is now added to homeowners, businesses, companies working from home to boost their ability to, become renewable in this new and upcoming field, in the way in which people are working. What this means is, because of COVID, one of the impacts we're seeing is companies are now seeing the advantage of having their employees majority work from home. And in order to sort of make this or mitigate the problem of change, they're rotating working from home with working in office as the government slowly opens up its borders and allows people to come back to office. But companies are really seeing the benefit, to do with, for example, rent, services, printing, etc. So it's a huge saving for a lot of companies having their employees do work from home. Now, as entrepreneurs, as businesses, as suppliers and manufacturers, the opportunity here is supplying things like productivity items, portable monitors, printing, working from home productivity suits, to protection, to firewall, technology services, support, etc. The list just goes on. And at the moment, with the decline in companies that went under during COVID, there's a huge field and opportunity base for companies, both internationally, and the government is welcoming international entities and corporations that would like to contribute to the Australian market, just to give us a good kickstart, a good.
Yeah, this is currently a perfect time for the international markets to come in now, because with COVID, the governments are now looking for the international markets, because they used to purely base their stuff on China. And now with COVID, they're moving completely away, and they need suppliers on a whole variety of areas, which is where all the international markets can now come in, and now finally getting on this new established market that's running.
And as the turn of the lockdown, turns around to opening up, with the borders opening, and things slowly getting back into how it were, or as it is with the changes COVID brought in, we're seeing demand is heavily outweighing the supply at the moment. So it is honestly a market that's open from every field, from construction services to technology to productivity, renewable energies. At the moment, on our business front, things are flat out. It's just moving at a remarkable pace, and
supply
the benefit of access is, it's opened up for us here, and I definitely encourage anyone and everyone who has the ability to provide, and even the thought of opportunity, and to definitely get in touch, and we'll see what we can do for each and everyone.
For any option, we'll be able to work from it. We'll be able to work with it from there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, so we have, yeah, we understand Mark and Mark, there are opportunities, but the next step is we need to take it to the next level, right? Because we are conversing. The next step is we need to take some action. That is the main reason we are taking up this accelerator program for four industries, including energy, agro, fintech, and digital tech. Of course, based on our member network, we will be increasing the accelerators also. But for the next 3 months, we are going to have this accelerator. So we need to have a base there. We need to have the activities there and bring together these companies, and we need to start getting them entering into this market. So as a matter of fact, we need to start these activities in Australia as soon as possible. In the next couple of days, we are going to have our accelerator program starting with fintech. Fintech is very, very, very phenomenal, especially for Africa and for the Australian market. So one by one, we will be launching the accelerator program. So for that, we need to be prepared in Australia to start communication with the governmental agencies, which I think we need to take the lead. You guys need to take the lead in that, because it is all about leadership. It is, now we are bringing things together. Now we need to have, best practices. Now we need to have KPIs, like key performance indicators. And on a weekly basis and monthly basis, let's have action points. And from there to, to get, businesses getting into the market. And that is what we expect from you and from all our country directors, basically. So if you need any, we can have our partner session of discussion after this, and we can, make an action plan of how we can, create the roadmap for Australia.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Right?
Will do. Yes.
So thank you so much. I hope you guys are ready. You're newbies in the Marketnext community for Australia. However, I'm sure that your infrastructure is ready there, so we can immediately start action there. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
Right. So let me invite our politician, our celebrated politician, the member of parliament, our country director of Zambia, Mr. Sebastian Kopulande, to come over. He is just, took a break from the parliament to attend the meeting, and I invite him to come over and have a few words about the opportunities in Zambia and the opportunity what we are planning to work to facilitate or to develop the industries in Zambia. Over to you, Mr. Sebastian.
Dr. Sebastian, you are on mute. Can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. Shine, thank you very much. Hi, Sharon.
Hi.
Yeah, good to be with you. Sorry, I was engaged in an early morning parliamentary session and going back in an hour. So I just thought I should come and say hi to you guys. But, Africa is the future of investment now, because that is, I'm saying this, and it's an objective fact. We still have the resources, natural resources, the way God gave it to us. In Zambia, you have the most liberal economic policies and the most business-friendly, investor-friendly policies in the whole continent. In my constituency, which is in Chembe, in the northern part of Zambia, that is the growth district in Luapula province. And we are working on developing a special economic zone. We're working with Sharon, the IMAC team, on developing this new big opportunity that will create the manufacturing hub of Zambia. And it's a big opportunity. There are opportunities there in food processing. There are opportunities there in agro processing. There are opportunities in mineral processing and all types of industry. And the zone that we're building with the IMAC team is a 900 hectare farm, almost 2,000 acres.
It's 900 hectares, right?
900 hectares.
Yeah.
Yeah. And outside the 900 hectares, there is opportunity for large-scale agricultural activities, which anyone that may be interested would want to invest in. The whole idea of the multi-facility economic zone is that we anticipate to produce fresh food products there in the agricultural zone, which should be located right next to the zone. And we intend to build an airport there so that we can make sure that all the fresh produce that is produced is put on the plane and taken to the market. Natural, fresh food, organic food. And this is what the world is looking for. And out of Chembe, we're gonna feed the world with organic foods. This is a follow-up to a government policy that was actually developed in the year 2005. And let me plead guilty. I am responsible for having developed that policy. I wrote the policy and presented to Parliament, and it was approved. And it had several incentives for anyone who invests in a zone, such as tax holidays until you finish the first 5 years from the day you declare your first profits. The incentives and everything and the whole project concept is in the Innovation Next magazine, which was just released. And there is an article by myself in the magazine. So you can look at that, and Shine and Sharon are on top of things on this project. And we're working together with the IMAC team so that we create this as a pathfinder investment project into Africa from the Marketnext network. So thank you very much. Very quickly, that's all what I wanted to talk to you about. Thank you, Caroline. Thank you, Sharon, for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming out, and even in the midst of your tight schedule. Thank you for being there.
Pleasure is mine. Thank you.
Thank you. Rahul?
Yeah, next, let me just introduce Indrani to give a talk about the opportunities in the region.
Hello, hi Rahul.
Are you there?
Yes, okay.
Hey, Indrani,
I'm good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna call Jacqueline to talk on behalf of South Africa. Jacqueline is in Durban, so she's gonna give you all a talk about the opportunities available. I hand you over to Jacqueline.
Awesome. Jacqueline, go ahead.
Hi, Jacqueline. Please unmute yourself, Jacqueline, and go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, well.
Yes, we can, loud and clear.
All right, great. Hello, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. First and foremost, my name is Jacqueline. I'm the MD and founder of Balahono HR and Legal, which is a holding company and it comprises of 2 subsidiaries. They are called the one subsidiary is the Modern Nanny, which is a nanny recruitment agency, and Be That Woman, which is an NPO that believes in addressing the scarce representation of women economically in the workplace and in business. Just to support that, our team here at Balohono HR and Legal comprises of 85% of women. And just to give a bit of background in terms of South African history. Hello, everyone, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Jacqueline, go ahead.
From 1948 to, okay, just giving a bit of background in terms of South African history. From 1948 to early 1990s, South Africa was led by the apartheid system. This system obviously cruelly and forcibly put in a state of fear to punish those who disagreed with the rules and systems of the era. But we've come a long way. Our former President de Klerk and Nelson Mandela led efforts to negotiate and end the apartheid. This resulted in multiracial general elections, which were won by the ANC, also known as the African National Congress in 1994. And with that, the US released sanctions and increased foreign aid. This opened new investments and joint ventures. 10 years later, acts such as the Broad-Based Black Economic Empowerment Act, which is also known as the BBBEE, were introduced. This was to host obligations that wished to do business with the government. Socio-economic factors such as employment, labor market flexibility, poverty, and equality. Skills shortage and demand have since improved until now with the COVID-19 pandemic, which is a great disruption to the economy, technology, how we do everyday business, and many other sectors which are impacted by this. So I'm just going to mention a few challenges that we have here in South Africa before talking about the opportunities. We are currently sitting with a very high unemployment rate. It's the highest since 1980. We're sitting at 35.3% in terms of unemployment. A high level of poverty and inequality, skills and capacity shortages in terms of technology and digitizing of our education, as well as our businesses. Yeah, and we are sitting with infrastructure improvements that are needed for the energy, transport, and water sectors, and a high crime rate, which make it a bit difficult to do with business with South Africa. But with that being said, there's a lot of opportunity in South Africa right now, especially for entrepreneurs that are innovative, who are looking at the gaps and coming up with answers. They say that necessity is the mother of all innovations. And right now we are talking innovation, innovation, innovation in South Africa. I'm just going to mention a few sectors that currently have a gap in South Africa in terms of innovation and just bringing in new skill and new ideas and opportunities in terms of collaboration. We're looking at the agricultural sector, the energy sector, water sector, the transport sector. We saw a huge gap right now with the COVID-19. There is what we call the Gautrain in Johannesburg. And just looking at how things are currently going, it would be a great idea to actually implement something similar in other parts of the country as well. The technology sector. So in the past, I used to work for a financial business or banking, in the banking sector. And whenever we wanted to go into automation, we always used to look to India, because India is the hub of automation, and it's got all the automation specialists. And that's where we sourced most of our automation specialists. Some of our sectors that have a lot of opportunity is the mining sector, the education sector. There's a lot of digitization that's also needed in that sector. And with everything that's been said, we also find that everything just needed in South Africa, and how we were thinking the gap can be closed is a lot of collaboration, especially from the platform of Marketnext, because from my understanding is that we've got a whole lot of key players in different industries who've got the skills in terms of all the sectors that I've just mentioned that are needing digitization, innovation, new ideas, and just new skill into those different sectors. I'm sitting here with our research and brand manager, who's just going to talk about more of the opportunities which are in South Africa.
Hi everybody, my name is Pila and I do the branding and marketing plus research for Balihuna HR and Legal. Balihuna HR and Legal specializes in human resource and legal experts, especially labor law in South Africa. The opportunities that are definitely in South Africa is the transportation sector. As Jackie mentioned earlier, that during apartheid, there's a lot of infrastructure that was overlooked. The main one is the transport industry. So what happens is with Gautrain that happened in 2010, they were able to build a transport system that takes you from city to city. And since our COVID-19 situation, what we've noticed is that if you don't have a car, you can't move, you can't go anywhere, especially because even Ubers couldn't be on the road. So with digitization and looking at transport sectors like Gautrain, like or any transport, what can I put it, manufacturing or structure that can take South Africans from city to city. Because what happened is how the apartheid system built South Africa, it built South Africa in a sense that a lot of suburbs and a lot of towns were very far from each other. So getting from town to town is a great difficulty in South Africa. The transportation system that we have right now in South Africa is mostly taxis. That is the only public transport that you can use in South Africa, but it is not keeping up with modern day South Africa. They're lagging. And so especially with digitization. So with Gautrain, what's good about it is that you can just use a card and you get in the train, everything's fine. But what they're also lacking is being able to buy a ticket online and to just click and just get in the train, which other countries are already done already. So I think there's a great opportunity in South Africa for the transport industry, plus digitization to make everything so much better. Like, you know, the infrastructure, especially in the country itself. So yeah.
Just to add on to what she was saying, another opportunity that has opened up a gap that became very relevant during the COVID-19 is that us professionals, entrepreneurs, had to move away from day-to-day ways of doing business. Now we're looking at Zoom, we're looking at virtual meetings. So digitization is another huge platform for business here in South Africa. And I just sent Shine an email last night to say we're looking at accelerations, which I think would be a great way for us to collaborate as Marketnext, opening the market here in South Africa to bring the most needed skill here in South Africa. And when we're looking at maybe how to do that, we just found that in South Africa, there's just a few requirements. I'm going to ask Pilar to talk about that.
So to be able to invest in South Africa, you have to have so you can invest in movable investment structures and stuff, but you have difficulty with buying land because South Africa is trying to protect, because there's such a huge unemployment gap in South Africa, it's trying to, and the issue with land is trying to protect South Africa in the employment sector and in the land sector. So to be able to invest in land in South Africa, it is always good to invest with a company that is already in South Africa. So you partner with them. This helps in avoiding being double taxed. So that's how it helps. South Africa is very protective of surveillance and security and the supply of goods. So it's good to have sort of a relationship with another company that is already in South Africa. So yeah, when looking into investing in South Africa, I think the laws will protect you if you have invested or you have someone who is standing for you in South Africa as an office, as a public officer.
All right, thank you so much for the valuable insights. Yes, we would be definitely, the new accelerator program which we are designing is going to give us a lot of soft landing opportunities for the companies to get into this markets basically. So accelerators, as I mentioned earlier, accelerators are the best option for soft landing. Rather than jumping into huge investments to any other countries, for SMEs, we need to have a cooperative and collaborative approach to get into the new markets. See, when governments are, promoting huge investment projects, but we need to look at both. Like, for smaller companies who they wanted to get into a soft landing opportunity. So they need to have, more on a soft landing basis, and that is the accelerator program going to work out. And we definitely would need help of all our members, our directors and our partners to coordinate in that and collaborate so that we can help in, global collaboration of launching new concepts or new products to the new markets. Thank you, Jacqueline. And I didn't get your name.
Thanks.
Mina. And looking forward to work with you. And we will have a meeting very soon to discuss about this acceleration program in the next couple of days. We'll inform you about the dates and we can take it from there. So thank you so much about that. And we also have a very good news that our National Director, Abdul Aziz, Marketnext was able to help him to take over a campus in India. It's students with around 2,000 students. And we were able to support him to take over that campus, and that was a big achievement. And I invite Abdul Aziz to come forward and share his insights about his new initiative, which Marketnext has also helped him to achieve. Mr. Abdul Aziz, over to you.
Congratulations and welcome. Please
can you unmute yourself, please? Can you unmute? We cannot hear you. Can you unmute, please? We can't hear you. Please unmute. No, we can't hear you.
Still not audible, Aziz.
Are you not able to unmute him, Shine? You can unmute him centrally.
But we are trying. It is not happening. I think.
We are trying, but it's not happening. Try to unmute him.
Can you just try clicking on the space bar, Aziz? Yes.
Okay, now it is unmuted.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
Hi, Mr. Shrine. Hi, Mr. Shrine and Sharon, our IMAX backbone. Also, my hi to all our members and colleagues. Shine talk about now. We taken a college over here. It's an arts and science college, around 2,500 students. And there's an arts college plus engineering as well as MBA and other sector. And I'm basically from tourism industry and communication industry. That is film editing, making and all this thing. So we are planning to add some subjects like, editing, sound and engineering, acting and direction, all other. And at the same time, we are planning to introduce over there cutlery courses like, international food processing and cutlery courses. So we are planning for an expansion over here. For that, we are looking into the global supporters in meanwhile, investment as well as the students for the same things. And I heard we talk about here our beloved MP of Africa. He told they are planning to give some areas land over there for the cultivation as well as the food processing. So we can have a collaboration with the same area, and what we can do is we can give some support to develop the food processing steps over there, as well as we can take the students from there and we can train them for the same thing. So what I suggest is we can have a meeting for the same, and we can talk about the things, and we can talk the technical matters, how we can share with, or how we can take the opportunity to develop this venture in a success way. And at the same time, what we can do is before COVID, we are doing the tourism industry, we are doing, and we are flourished in the name of Emerald Group of Hotels and Resorts. So our resort mainly it is using for the tourism purpose only. What we are planning after the COVID, now the tourism sector is little so we all can understand that. We can make there all these resorts. What we can plan is we can do the wellness over there. Mr. Shine, our chairman, is more familiar and more technically known about the wellness things. We are having around 13 resorts all over India. For that, for these things, we can use that all resorts because it is in a different hill stations, backwater and beach sides. So wellness we can plan over here. In all this, we need the support from globally. So what I'm planning, what I'm asking you guys to support all these ventures, and in the way of investment as well as in the way of technical sharings. That's all.
Right. So yeah, so Assis' requirement is basically he has taken over this college. It is in 10 acres of land, right? It's in 10 acres or 15 acres?
15 acres.
15 acres of land, and it is having around 2,500
275,000 square feet building over there, including classroom, lab, other all facilities like, visual thing. Altogether, around 275,000 square feet building.
250,000 square feet building, and he has all the infrastructure there. He is looking forward to bring students from different countries, and and then they can train them over there. And he's also looking at collaboration after the COVID to set up different resorts or hotels in different parts of the world. And he's also keen to collaborate in the agri side of the the Zambian park, or in the in the other areas of Africa. He is also looking at collaboration in the agri area. So these are the opportunities with Aziz is looking for. He's looking for investors in his projects. He's also looking for other type of collaborators to work together on this successful venture. And he is also the convener, recently elected as the convener of the Kerala Tourism Tourism Council.
Employees Welfare Association.
Yes. So it is a 3.5 lakhs, that is 350,000 members he has under in his ecosystem, and he is a well-known businessman in the southern side of India, in Kerala, and he's looking for various collaboration with people across the world. So thank you, Mr. Assis, and we will take this discussion in Zoom in the next session, and we'll have a special meeting with with our country directors and see how we can, and our members, to see how we can work together on this. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shine.
For Zambia, I can confirm, Shine, that for Zambia we are game. We're ready to work with him. Abdulaziz, Zambia is home next.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Sebastian.
Great.
Great. Now we'll get to discuss with Shine further details and see how we move forward on.
Perfect.
Great.
Excellent. So Sudhirji, think about, we are planning to build up the industrial park in Zambia too. So we need to bring a series of companies from India. We are planning to take 50 companies from India to set up and establish there in Zambia. All our contributors, all our collaborative country partners, they will be supporting, and we can make these companies enter into the Southern
definitely.
African through
Yes,
Zambia,
yes,
and then to the Western Africa through Ghana, as well as Nigeria also, since we have the collaboration and partners over there. So we can build this ecosystem. So we can have different meetings for these taking this initiative to the next level. Anyway, thank you so much. I would like to invite Mr. Mithun from the UK. Mithun, are you there? Hello, Mithun. How can you help the Indian companies to get into the UK market, and can you just tell us how we can work together here?
Yes, Shine. Very good morning to everyone. It's a bright sunny day in UK, and I could see some of my friends from this geographic area. And a very good morning to you, all of you. And it is my pleasure to take part in this event, like a platform, a global platform. As in your words, it's like an ecosystem, business ecosystem, where you are fostering like a cross-country relationships or cross-cultural relationships. And this is becoming one of the prominent features in this modern era. And I could say like all are in between this one we are in a pandemic situation, and we are facing one of the greatest challenges in the human history also. So I just want to say some aspirational quotes like whenever a challenge has came, like the World War was the challenge and automobile revolution was the result. The telecommunication revolution was the result of World Wars. The Silicon Revolution was the result of the Cold War between the America and Russia. So this COVID challenge also will result in kind of a revolution, and most probably in everyone's thought and all the meetings, all the discussions where I could find it is like it will be an information technology revolution which is going to happen after the post-COVID. Because I could see like a huge meeting where like this, it is just happening in course of a time, like in the video conference like this one. So absolutely, I could say like it will be something like we are entering a IT or information technology revolution for the post-COVID session. So in my opinion and in my area of expertise, like I am just being like a technopreneur in United Kingdom. We are associated with the IT companies, more technology companies, like in the emerging technologies. We are working more on that one. So I could see a very high potential for companies, like we require a remote infrastructure management, remote workforce management, remote technology management, like that is the things which we are expecting from India, or that kind of this one back-end workforce stations. And from here we could give like the more the advanced technologies, like to Africa, to other areas, India, everything. That's what I feel it is. And in continuation to your words, like how to move forward from here, like it is much appreciated when you told like every chapter can work on the scope of opportunities in each chapter, and put across in discussion with everyone, and we can have a very good membership campaign programs which will increase the members, which will augment the opportunity what we have came across like this one. So it was a nice session, Shine, and very much looking forward to the future events of Marketnext, and a very and warm regards to all my all my colleagues, friends who are there in this session. And I could continue with the quote my South African friend have said, like necessity is the mother of invention. I believe in that. Thank you.
Thank you, Mithun. Thank you so much. We will discuss about the opportunity shortly. And I would also would like to invite Mr. Kosi Samuel from the Middle East to come over and share a few words of wisdom and to see how we can help entrepreneurs grow and what are the opportunities we have in the Middle Eastern market, or how we can help the Middle Eastern market to expand from Middle East to other emerging markets. And that is a lot of exodus happening from Middle East at this moment. So how we can, capitalize that particular, phenomena and, help these organizations to, grow.
So good afternoon. Yeah.
Samuel, welcome, and he is the advisory board member of Marketnext. Welcome, Koshi.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Shine. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, I'm based here in Oman. Actually, I used to work in UAE, Saudi, and Oman for some multinational companies like Schlumberger and GE before. So basically, I'm from the oil industry, having experience of 30 to 35 years here in the region. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to help Shine connect with people mainly in this region. GCC, Middle East, Europe, and America, that side, because I'm very much connected with a lot of entrepreneurs, company CEOs, and people like that in my industry. Not only my industry, but several other industries. So I'm a potential, if somebody want to get some information of this region or get connected with somebody or even funding for that reason and things like that, I'll be able to use my potential to be of help, to anybody in our network or group, yeah. Other than that, there are a lot of challenges these days with COVID here in GCC. Companies are struggling, tourism struggling. There are a lot of talks and webinars on tourism and hotels and every other in the oil and gas and everything going on every day. So I am also attending several webinars. 3:30, I have to attend another one. So nothing much to share. Other than that, I'm just open to anyone to ask anything at any time. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Koshi. Great. Yeah. So now let's take this session to the for our guest, our guest who's here to talk about their business, and after that we can have a discussion, a QA session on various opportunities. So Rahul, please coordinate that. Whoever want to talk, they can raise their hands so that we can call them, so that they can talk about their business, and then we will have a database, and based on that we will take to the next level. Ravi, you want to talk something? Please come forward.
Yeah. I can see a lot of hands raised. So we'll be sharing. So there is a lot of opportunities we discussed today, and I know many of you would be interested in different opportunities we discussed. So take it up to the next step. We'll be having a appointment calendar schedule fixed. So that will be shared in your chat. So just take a look. And yes, now we'll start with the pitching session. I think I can start with Ravi. Ravi, please.
Good evening. My name is Ravi Narayan.
Good morning again. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
We got confused between two Ravis. We have Ravi Narayan and Ravi Chandra. We'll start with Ravi Chandra.
Yeah, let me take the pressure, because I want to thank my distinguished guests. I think about 17 of them have come. I think some of them had meetings, they had to drop out. So let me go alphabetically. I've written it down. So If somebody is taking time, I'll go on to the next one and then I'll come back. So kindly keep your microphones on unmute. So shall we start with the champion from Maharashtra, Chaitanya Sheth. Chaitanya, quickly, 30 seconds to 1 minute of your pitching.
Happy evening. Thank you very much, Ravi, and great session, Shine. So thank you very much. My name is Chaitanya Sheth. I'm the owner of Wood Tools Group of Companies. We have 7 businesses based in Mumbai, Delhi, UP, and Latur. Currently, to support society in the wake of the COVID-19 scenario, we are promoting contactless sanitizer tunnels manufactured by my friend, based on very simple face recognition security, and which is completely safe. We'd like to connect with countries who would like to partner us in this, promoting this product. By the way, since you guys are discussing investments, Mumbai has an option of giving you back 80% of whatever you invest in the Mumbai larger region. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Fantastic, Chaitanya. Looking forward to seeing you providing leadership for Marketnext in the western region of India, I'm sure. Thank you so much, Chaitanya. I'll be on the line with you again. So moving on, we have Dr. Ramesh Kumar, Dr. G. Ramesh Kumar from Mumbai. Ramesh Ji.
Please
Ramesh Ji, can you?
Please unmute yourself.
Ramesh Ji, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah. I'm audible now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ravi Chandra ji. Namaste to one and all. Glad to get connected here. Connect with knowing Shine Gopal ji and all the business entrepreneurs across the globe. And thank you so much for allowing me to introduce. I'm Dr. G. Ramesh Kumar, founder, chairman, and managing director of SSLR Bharat Group of Companies. I'm based out of Mumbai in India. We are into a revolutionary business on time with pandemic like COVID, but we all are facing right now. We are here to empower people to have comfort and convenience in their lives, even during this challenging era. We're also bringing in a revolutionary moment in the MSME sector in India, also being on the board of MSME, and we are expanding globally too. That's in a just and in brief. Thank you so much. Dhanyavad. Stay safe, stay strong. This is Dr. G. Ramesh Kumar.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Another potential leader we have in the western region of India. Thank you so much, Ramesh Ji, for coming on a short notice and joining us.
Thank you so much.
Next we have online is Dr. Denny there. We have an academician who is doing a fantastic job in terms of empowering the students with this innovation center in Kalaslingam Institute in Koilpatti. Denny, Dr. Denny, a minute of yours. What is that you're doing to the students? And thank you, Denny.
Thank you, Ravi sir. Yeah. Good evening to one and all here. I am Dr. Denny. I am working as an associate professor as well as president of Institution Innovation Council in Kalaslingam Academy of Research and Education. It is like a deemed university. We have providing the pre-incubation and incubation opportunities to the students community. We have around 9 startup companies incubated in our campus. All are the student entrepreneurs. Because we are motivating the students to become the techno entrepreneur. Based on the studies, based on the knowledge, they will convert the idea into the marketability. You need some support from yourself, your side. I need the international market connection to our students' ventures, as well as we need some investment for marketability of our ventures. This is my request to you. Thank you so much, sir.
Dr. Denny, we are working very closer with Atal Incubation Center, and we are very delighted to support. It's our mission to support young entrepreneurs to grow global. So we are here to support, and we will be looking forward for some good innovators who are bringing up with something very, very unique to take it to the international market. We invest in taking them internationally through our accelerator program. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shine. Just a word on Dr. Denny. I met him in a conference in an exhibition a couple of years back. You have to see to believe the kind of support that these guys are doing to the students. And I'm sure with your leadership, and I'm sure we would help such incubation centers in colleges as well, especially in down south. So thank you so much, Dr. Denny, for joining us. And next we move on. We have Ganesha, a very innovative marketing guy. So Ganesha, 1 minute of yours.
Thanks so much, Ravi, for inviting me to this forum. I think it's a very fabulous forum which has been created, I believe, by Shine and the rest of you guys. I believe it's the age of collaboration and co-opetition. It's not competition, it is co-opetition. Even, competitors need to collaborate for the universal good. not only of themselves, but also of the customers and the community at large. Thanks again, Ravi, for inviting me here. I am Ganesh. I am a leadership communication specialist. I help businesses build brands beautifully, engage employees elegantly by helping them make messages memorable. I work with CHROs, that is Chief Human Resource Officers. I work with CMOs, Chief Marketing Officers. I also work with business owners, right? That is on my business part. And personally, I am currently writing a book on leadership and communications. So that's leadership is something which is very close to my heart. And I think it is very, very essential these days. Look at any community, look at any country, look at any organization which is doing fairly well, and you know the leader behind it. And the reverse is also true. So I think we have a long way to go in terms of having good.
Fantastic, Ganesh. Thank you so much. I could see you have a lot of you have a collaborator in Miss Carolyn in the UK. She's already smiling, and I'm sure you would collaborate with her down the line. Moving forward, we have a digital champion, Konda Reddy from Bangalore. By the way, Ganesh is from Chennai, and we are going to have him on board shortly as a leader. And moving forward, we have Konda Reddy from Bangalore. Konda, 1 minute of yours, a digital champion. Konda.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ravi, and hi everyone from the Marketnext Chapter team. This is Konda Reddy, the co-founder of Big Fox, a branding and technology company. I run an agency which is of 8 years old, based out of Bangalore, Chennai, and Andhra Pradesh. And we take care of many businesses' branding activities and also their tech support. Like our USP is like we make sure any business would be produced, showcased well, and at the same time supported with the right technology and the right digital marketing to generate obviously sales and their branding message to the world. We concentrate more on small and medium-sized businesses, which are the huge part of our business, and few corporate businesses as well. And Andhra Pradesh government is one of our key clients, where we delivered campaigns for former Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu for his investment portfolio and bringing investments to Andhra Pradesh, which is our a very good project that was successfully completed.
Fantastic, Konda Reddy. We could see your passion, and moving on, I'm sure you'd find a lot of value. In fact, there are talks going on for a digital university through the Marketnext platform, and I could see you can add a lot of value. Thank you so much, Konda, for joining in. And now we move on. I think Indrani ma'am, you're going to have a very special. We have a very special guest today, Mr. Mani James, for whom South Africa is second home. Mani is the senior director of Frost & Sullivan, based in India, based in Chennai. Mani James. Mani, are you in? I think he's gone for a meeting. I have to drop now. Okay. I think I'm sorry. Mani was in South Africa for long.
Let's mix and match. We have other international members also. Let's call them over, so that it can be a collaboration, right?
That's fantastic. Go ahead.
Let's mix it.
Shall we call over?
Yeah,
sorry.
Sharon, please go ahead.
Yeah. Shall we call over Ian? He was raising his hands twice, and I saw that. So can we have you on there?
Yeah.
Okay, very quickly. I'll keep this very brief. What I do is I help organisations put on virtual events, summits and virtual events. Now, the key thing that's happening with COVID is there's a lot of people going to these big events, putting on these big conferences. Fantastic. People aren't coming to watch them because they don't want to sit there for a whole week listening to people. They want to actually have conversations. Yes. And one area that I found particularly that is missing is the trade show part, where people, buyers and sellers, need to come together and actually do business. So one of the things that I'm focusing on is actually providing the trade show side of those events, so we can actually not have a week of talk and chalk, and actually get down to the business of actually people, buyers and sellers, carefully curated, actually meeting and doing business. So that's me.
Yes.
Karen, come over, man.
Am I on?
No, you are not. You are.
Am I unmuted?
Yes.
Hello, everybody. Are you all still awake? You know, it's a long time I was sitting down here. I love Sebastian's introduction. Why? Because he wakes you all up. He's such a huge persona and voice. So I'm giving you that as something that I'm looking out for, because I'm looking out for people who are inspirational and who are influential and who are people who really want to get their voice across. And Ravi does that extremely well. Some of you are not very confident, and I don't blame you, because it's quite, when you see all the faces and they're all sort of strange faces, you're wondering who's going to do what, and you're waiting for the person who is the controller, the host, to be able to let you in or keep you out, and therefore it's a stop-start. So thank you, Shine, for asking me to join in, because I felt so stopped. I went into other things, and that's what will happen to everybody. When you stop too long, your mind is going to go everywhere because you've got a lot of things to think about and do. So it's wise to have the 30-second Ravi, it's wise to have the 60 seconds Ravi, and it's wise to have this very crisp pitch. And thank you for the opportunity, Shine, especially. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn. And let's have a word with let's have our members to come and speak about their businesses. And Rahul, please coordinate. Let's have our members to talk about their business.
Let me call Mr. Muthaiya Tirupati, our GBC member from Coimbatore, ESS Technologies, who is at Wayne Scale. Mr. Muthaiya.
Muthaiya Tirupati, our Global Business Club member, we invite you to come over and have a few about your business. And good to see you. You've grown your beard, handsome.
Yeah, thank you very much. Myself, Muthaiya Tirupati, representing ESS Technologies. We are the manufacturing weighing scale and weighing systems. In weighing scale, we are pioneer in various special weighing scales like coil weighing machines, weighing automation, and if COVID-19 we are unable to get connected with the abroad, but we are ready to support you through online. For a technical person will support you. Muthaiya Tirupati signing off. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Muthaiya.
We have our CA, Mr. Viswanathan here. Mr. Viswanathan, over to you.
I think he has left. I think we can call Suresh a little later.
Okay, he's out. So, who was there? So we can move on.
Hello. Yeah. Next, let me just call upon some people who have raised their hand, and we have. I am Hayunustikkunmalakanda. Read it properly.
Thank you, Rahul.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you to everyone on this platform, and especially to refer to us. We'll start the speech. So we have, I'm a social entrepreneur based in India, Gurgaon, a part of Ghana, and we have developed world's first startup game. This is the physical game, and we also have an online game. And we are working with Ministry of Education, Government of India, with the Innovation Council. Dr. Jani will know that. So we are training, we have already trained 200 teachers across AICT colleges with MHRD Innovation Cell. And we have also trained people across globe, and also a lot in Africa, South Africa, with some NGOs. So we are trainer, specialized, tool-based, game-based entrepreneurship training, startup training to institutions, teachers, and students. And we are looking here for collaboration and offering franchises for different countries and projects. And we look forward to be part of this awesome platform. Thank you, Rahul. Thank you, Shine, and everyone.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Next, let me call Mr. Linu Cherian. Mr. Linu, your 30 seconds starts now. Please unmute yourself.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, let me thank Mr. Shine and Mr. Ashwin, through whom I got connected to this Marketnext. Also, Mr. Rahul. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of Lintronics Technology Corporation, which is around 3 decades old, where we manufacture the entire water management automation. Then back again, I'm also the Director of Protect, also known as Protect Technologies, where we manufacture the entire range of building automation systems, the entire energy management systems, where all your utilities can be remotely monitored and controlled, because all our systems are wireless and cloud-based. Remotely in the sense, can remotely from any part of the universe. It's not only monitoring the entire energy, and the utilities can be monitored and control the wastage part. So I'd like to we are entering the global market. We're already present in some of the GCC countries, and of course in Thailand and Malaysia. We've got few clients, and we are looking forward through Mr. Shine's Marketnext, where we can globally acclaim our processes. That's it. Thank you very much, and thanks one and all.
You're welcome, Mr. Linu. So looking forward.
Thank you.
Looking forward. Thank you. Next, let me call Mr. Sharavanan.
Mr. Saravanan Tripolar, is it automation? Saravanan, sir, please.
Yeah. Good evening, Ravi and all the team members in Marketnext. Nice to be here. My name is Saravanan. I'm connected from Chennai, India. I run a company called Tripolar Engineering. Our company is located in the free trade zone in Chennai. We are primarily into industrial automation and instrumentation. We have exported to Ghana, Nigeria, all the Middle East and US and all the major continents. So looking forward to getting connected. We are primarily into oil and gas and energy. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Saravanan. Looking forward. Mr. Ravi Narayan.
Good evening. My name is
Ravi
Narayan. My voice is clear?
No,
yes,
you hold your mic closely. Hold your mic closely.
Is it okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Good evening. My name is Ravi Narayan. I'm the general manager of Talent Setu. It's a large organization specialized in technical training for last 15 years. We are a premier training partner for Government of India, that is NSDC, National Skill Development Corporation. We are having 14 centers in India. We can train electrical, civil, air conditioning, welding, and other areas. We are looking for joint venture partners to establish training centers, especially in GCC countries and African countries. We can train people both in India and their respective countries. We have a large training center near Mumbai, measuring 25,000 square feet. Thank you.
You're welcome, Mr. Ravi. Looking forward. Next, let me call Mr. C.A. Vamsi Krishnan.
So, hello everyone. I am Vamsi Krishna. I am the director of a company called Accountree Private Limited. So, we are connected with many foreign companies and startups in India. So what we are doing is we are launching foreign companies into India. Like without your physical presence in India, we can launch your company in India, and we can recruit the staff to your company, and they can work from India itself. All the backend operations can be done from India. This is what we are doing for all the foreign companies. And you can go through our website www.accountree.in for more details about us. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, let me call Suresh Velusamy.
Hi, Marketnext family. This is Suresh Velusamy. I'm the managing partner of ESS Granite. We deal with quarrying of granites and as well as processing of granite slabs. We basically operate from Krishnagiri, Tamil Nadu, and we have some branches in Andhra and Karnataka also. We are seeking some good business from Marketnext for our promotions in granite. Thank you.
Good to see you, Mr. Suresh. Again, our Global Business Club member from Coimbatore, who's have a great legacy in granite business industry. Good to see you, Mr. Suresh.
Thank you, Raghu.
Next, let me call Mohan Raj. Mr. Mohan Raj.
Hi, good morning, and to all of you. My name is Mohan Raj. I've got a consulting company in the name of ESET Corporation, and I'm also a director in a company called Apricom. we manufacture artificial intelligent routers, and we have started deploying in different places. These routers are very unique, and it can give us more than 80 to 90 different kinds of reports. And it is very unique, and we are deployed in Indian Railways in few centers, and looking forward to grow across the globe.
Just a word, members. Rahul, sorry to interrupt. I think this is what courage is all about. Mohan is just recovering from COVID, and he just finished his quarantine. And yesterday he called me. He could not even speak, but I said you got to come, and he's there. So let's give a big hand, and then let's wish him a speedy recovery and support him. Thank you so much, Mohan, for joining in.
Get well soon, Mr. Mohan.
We have Paul here. Paul Formstone, please come over. Hello, Paul.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me all right?
Yes, Mr. Paul.
I apologize. I believe I missed an introduction given by Caroline at UK time 11:15 this morning. As you can guess from that comment, I am not technically gifted. For the last 20 odd plus years, I have been a networker and looking at businesses around the world and introducing them both into and out of the UK. I do have one product. I'm not going to go into much detail with it today, but I would like to talk to you about something that has benefited the UK enormously. As regards to COVID, the one thing we have noticed, I'm sure we've all noticed, is the reduction in carbon emissions over the last 3 to 4 months. And we have a product here that can retain that reduction in your carbon emissions and also can assist in the ongoing reliability of your fossil fuel vehicles. I would be delighted to join the organization if agreeable and talk to you about this at the next meeting.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you for allowing me to speak.
Great. So who next would like to, introduce yourself? Yeah, Ramaratnam, please come over.
Good day, gentlemen. Dr. Ram from Chennai. Sustainable cooling solution for cold storage. We have a range of DC appliances run directly from the solar panels. There is no need for an inverter or a battery. We have tied up with a Toyota Group company for a biogas system also. With this, we can be totally off-grid as well. And being DC super efficient appliances, we save enormous amount of power and energy. There is a 50% power saving and 75% energy saving. So it is a very sustainable solution. With this, we can also address electricity access projects in Africa by scaling up to DC microgrid. This is our solution, and we are looking for partners, particularly in Africa, where they can grow with a much more energy efficient economy. They can leapfrog the energy efficiency and a very low energy intensive economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaratnam. We have an energy accelerator, which we have designed to help the innovative energy companies to reach to the African and the other emerging economies. So please talk to our team, and then we can you are invited to join our accelerator program, and then we can discuss about how we collaborate for global expansion.
Yeah, definitely, I'll do that.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Next, let me call Mr. Tayo Oni from Nigeria. Tayo? I think he's not available, so no problem. Let's move ahead to Mr. Anshav Bringle.
Anshav, over to you.
Hi, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for having me here, Shine. My name is Anshav Jain. I'm founder of Bringle Blended Meetups and Blended Learning Platform. We are established in UK and India. We have been working with hundreds of universities, right around 100 plus universities right now on developing their blended learning platforms with live classrooms, e-learning programs, gamification, virtual labs, development, assessment platform, certification, entrance test, and a one-on-one connect platforms. We are also onboarding various mentors from different parts of the globe in different topics and subjects, right from children of 5 years age to a leadership level, and under the brand of Top 100 Mentors Club at bringleacademy.com. So we are looking for constantly for various mentors. We have currently got 11,000 plus mentors, which are spread across 50 plus countries, and they are leveraging this bringleacademy.com for their platforms. Apart from that, we have just started a program on a holistic transformation from people, process, and technology transformation under the brand Design Your Unicorn. And we are targeting to work on the mindset of, finding the entrepreneurial mindset of people of around a billion entrepreneurs, and work with 1 million entrepreneurs to eventually get 100 unicorns in this decade. So that's the initiative which we are looking at. With this, I would like to collaborate and would be happy to collaborate and talk about it further. Thank you, Shine, for giving me an opportunity, and Koshi.
Thank you, Anshav.
Thank you so much, Anshav. And let us, Sudha has raised her hand. Sudha, please come forward.
Hi. Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Very well.
Good.
Hi.
Thanks for giving an opportunity, Ravi. This is a wonderful platform. As I can see, that past 2 hours, the continuous energy is on. So I'm really glad to be here. And I've been doing this medical supplies from India. I'm basically from Chennai. And during this COVID season, I've been in the supply of mask, PPE kits, and especially to Mark, addressed to Mark in Australia. This is for you. And I think PPE kits, we are the ones. I think we can get in touch offline, and I'll come through Shine and Ravi. I'm really happy to work with you on this. And yeah, I'm into medical supplies for the past 10 years. And with this includes all the hospitality industries like bed sheets, pillow covers, and PPE kits, masks, and whatnot, and medical. You name it, I have it. So basically, I'm a trader. I have regular manufacturers who supplies me from India to and from India both. So I also do exports. So anything and everything under medical supplies, please do get in touch with me. And really, I wanted to explore the international market. I'm really happy to see Shine and Ravi and the entire Marketnext team to be on the high energy. I'm really to be part of it. Thanks for the opportunity. I'll be in touch with you soon.
Thank you, Sudha.
Thank you so much, Sudha. Next, let me call Mr. Christopher Manoharan, who have raised his hand. Christopher, your 30 seconds start now.
Please unmute yourself.
I'm very happy to be here at the Marketnext. It's a very high energy forum, and I'd like to introduce myself as a practicing lawyer based on Chennai currently. We help companies come and set up shop in India. We help them with all their approvals for setting up shop. We try to analyze what kind of entities you would like to have, either an LLP or a private company, so on and so forth. And we also help them trying to put in agreements around your various transactions. It could be your investment agreements, it could be commercial borrowings, it could be various other agreements that you would like to put in place, which you can help. So I'm very happy to be here. I'd be very happy to offer my services at very competitive price, and looking forward to be of service to you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris. Wow. Now, Manju Nambiar, please come ahead, Manju.
Namaste, everyone. It's glad to know that a global meet like this, which is really on a virtual world, I think it's like I'm visiting all the countries. The way you have been talking, the way everybody's interacting. Yes, of course, it's COVID time, but I guess this is a beautiful platform convened by Mr. Shine as well as Mr. Ravi. Thank you very much for having me on this platform. Some of the things that we bring across through SSLR Bharat, I am the group CEO of the company. We are currently collaborating on green projects and brown projects across the world. Any of the requests on those projects to collaborate in any part of the world, we would be open for the collaboration. So looking forward for any kind of request from any of the members, honorable people around the world, we would welcome it. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Just to wish you a safe life ahead. Enjoy and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Manju.
Thank you.
We have Tayo back from Nigeria. Tayo, you there? I can see you.
Hello. Yes, I'm here. Good morning, all. This is Tayoni from the ancient city of Kano in Nigeria. I'm a lecturer in the field of agricultural economics, and basically, Kano is a good place to explore in terms of agriculture. Of course, in northern Nigeria, agriculture is the mainstay, and just as it has been said, our government basically in Nigeria is focused on agriculture, and Kano is a good place. Whether it's crop farming in terms of rice, sorghum, cowpea, a good place, and we're on ground here to receive. And I just also wanted to say something briefly concerning fruits and juice making in Nigeria. Just like Julie said earlier, one of the major reasons why we find out that we lose a lot of our fruit is as a result of trees close to the farmlands where these fruits are being grown. So this is a great opportunity, I believe, as a network. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tayo. We have Vasanta Kumar Nair. Vasanta Kumar, please come.
Yeah. Hi everyone. It's very happy to see you all. One second, my video is not there. Okay, right. Thank you, and I'd like to thank Mr. Sudhir for inviting me in this platform, and good to see you all around the globe. And actually, I'm basically into laboratory instrument business. We are mainly supplying to all the laboratory instruments across India now, and we are also manufacturing the RNA kit for COVID testing. So, which is ICMR approved. And if anybody interested in setting up a COVID lab, I have a one-stop solution for complete setup. We do it on 10K basis. So happy to see you all, and expecting some more connection to this through this platform. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. So, is there anybody else? And we can have a QA session here. If anybody wanted to know how Marketnext can help you out, or if you have any particular question in terms of the business, or how you expand your business, or which market you wanted to enter, we can answer your questions. Myself, I'm the CEO, Sharon is here, and Rahul, and our team, Gautam, and Revati, Jane, all our entire crew is behind you to support each and every one, and our partners, our global community, everybody is here. And so you can ask any questions if you have, and then accordingly we can answer, and then we can take it to the next level. However, please keep in mind, Marketnext is a community. It is not just a networking. People wanted to do business, they need to be a part of the ecosystem, because we are promoting companies who are joining us, and not just like coming as a guest, but to get actively participating, learning about new markets, and to collaborate and cooperate with the other companies. So whoever would like to ask any questions, please come forward, and we can answer your questions.
Also, just to bring to your notice, to everyone who's participating for the first time, please make sure that you schedule a calendar with the team to take things ahead. So So that's a process that we follow. You'll be receiving a mail wherein you can go ahead and schedule a calendar.
Nevishni.
Shine, this is Soumya here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Soumya, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk. Can I go ahead?
Please.
Okay, Shine, very good evening. Thanks one and all. We are into co-working company called Oftalk Global. We are based in Hyderabad, Bangalore and Chennai. And we also have multiple businesses like IT and IT consulting, financial consulting and real estate, government tenders. And also we do IMPEX, that is import and exports. And we do export Areca products. And these are our the products. Yes. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Soumya. Well, you have referred by who?
Sorry? Yeah, referred by Sharon.
Okay, all right, brilliant. Well, we will discuss about the plan because we would like to know more about your co-working spaces, because when we do a market entry to India, we would definitely need the support of co-working in different locations for our global partners to get into India. So we will discuss it off the line and we'll see how we can collaborate with you, Soumya. All right?
Sure, Shine. Thank you so much.
Well, anybody have any questions? I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, can I answer it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I thank Ravichander.
I think it's better if you can raise your hand so that there won't be any interruptions. Basically, please raise your hand so that we can call you for the question session. I'm not seeing any hands raising. You can raise your hands. All right. Go ahead then. Christopher, please.
Yeah, I thank Mr. Ravichander for having me here. It's a very exciting opportunity. I'd also like to know what are the steps that we can take in, keeping in touch with other people, getting to know other people's requirements, and also knowing if we can help out other people. Is there some kind of a common forum, a common, information where all this is going to be available? That would help. Thank you.
Right. See, we have a platform. We have in the Marketnext platform. Once they become a member, these informations are updated in our network community. And secondly, the members will be formed into various subgroups based on their industrial vertical. And there we will be sharing opportunities. We facilitate discussions and ventures and opportunities. And then that is a way we form different industrial clusters. And then we also have, this is a general meet. We are going to have industrial specific meetings. So that, the people from the right industries will be coming over and participating in various interesting projects. And, and then they can, connect with whoever they like, and then they can take it forward. That is the practices we provide, we do. And yes, first of all, everyone who wanted to participate need to be a member. Right. Morgan, did I answer your question, Chris?
Yes, you did. Thank you so much.
And Chris, you can also fix an appointment with our team, Gautam or Rahul or Jane here, so that they can talk to you and they can guide you the step-by-step process in moving to the next stage. All right.
Everybody can take a look at the chat. We have sent a link for calendar appointment, so you could book a calendar with our Marketnext team and discuss it further.
I think Konda Randy, he had actually raised his hand. Konda, you would want to go ahead?
Yeah, hi. I run a digital marketing agency. So I would like to know, I'm planning for expansion in the other regions like Australia and UAE especially. And Africa, I'm not sure how the market is, so I don't think of it. But I heard it's a good market. So I just want to know, like, what would be the opportunities for a company like a digital marketing agency or a technology company?
Well, see, digital marketing in the sense what exactly you are providing in digital marketing, because when you talk about digital marketing, whether it is a digital marketing automation technology, or you are into strategy or into operations, or what exactly into the digital. See, the basic level of digital marketing is happening across the world, and digital marketing is too cultural too. So it depends upon the competency level of your organization. So the basic level of things do not work anywhere. But if you are an advanced agency, yes, there are huge opportunities. If you can create large-scale strategies, you can do digital automation, digital strategy automations, and then yes, sky is the limit for the digital marketing, because everything is going digital now. And again, how you are planning to enter into the new market, that matters a lot, and the strategy for the market entry also matter to you. But priority, if it is a base level agency, I'm not saying that you are a base level agency, it is need to be more advanced, and then yes, there is an opportunity there.
Okay. Yeah, fine. I mean, we are an advanced level agency, but at the same time, like when it comes to the global market, though we are doing a couple of projects from the abroad market through our network, but we are not sure, pretty sure, like how the expansion could be good over there. That is what actually.
There are many ways. See, there are many ways of expansion. See, expansion in the sense when you talk about a go-to market, G2M, you can open up an office there, a co-working space. You can start off with there, and then you can expand. That is model number one, having your own team, having your own marketing infrastructure there. That is one strategy. Another strategy, you partner with a company locally who can market your services over there. Maybe your team can be split between India and the other country. That is option number two. Or option number three is to recruit clients through the network, where you can find out new clients, talk to them, give an offer, and then you can have it done with you can acquire new clients. So this is the three ways generally you can enter to a new market.
Yeah, great. And second and third would be good to start with. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Just check it out. You can again, you can fix an appointment with our team member, and you can have a one-to-one discussion, because other guests are also here to ask their answer. We need to answer that. But in your specific case, you can talk to our team, and then we can take it to the next level. Right? Thank you.
Is there anybody who would like to raise a few questions?
I think the question answers are done. Are there anyone left?
Only two questions.
I think Manish want to have a say. Manish, are you there?
Hello.
Yeah, Manish, go ahead.
Yeah. So as I said, it's always morning somewhere in the world, just plus few GMTs plus and minus. So happy morning to the organizers, promoters, investors, and entrepreneurs. I'm Manish Chaudhary from Chennai. I run a 4-year-old IT startup called as We Create Information Technology Private Limited. We offer web design, web applications, mobile apps, and digital marketing services. About Marketnext, again, I would say this is the best time to do networking, to evolve and rethink our business strategy. The world is going through a lot of uncertainties, but platforms like Marketnext always offer a bridge-like support for people who really like to work. And we just need to change our mindset, and cross-country collaborations is the way forward. I'm glad to be here. Thanks to Mr. Ravi Chandran, and like to connect and help brands grow. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Manish Chaudhary. And we wish you all the best for your startup, and looking forward to have you in our community. So, all right. So thank you so much, everyone. I think we are all nearing the end. It was a long session, and thank you for participating in this. Once again, Marketnext is not just for networking, it is for active involvement, where conversations spark ideas, ideas spark into conversations, or conversations spark into ideas, where ideas, we put together people, they bring people from different worlds together to an interactive community. And there we develop new partnerships, new ventures, share knowledge, train them, handhold them, and help them reach on a regional, national, or global level. So that is a mission of Marketnext. And Marketnext has multiple platforms for trading. People can use Marketnext. There's a platform for trading, the platform for listing their services. There is another sub platform for listing their innovations. So we have, and we are geared with the total ecosystem, and we have our beloved knowledge partners here who can train, coach, mentor. They can support them and build people and take them internationally and build their businesses globally. So that is all our passion, and myself and our team, our internal team and our global team is working together to build a new future and to support everyone for futuristic growth. I thank you everyone once again. And Sharon, you have a few words, please.
Yes, this is to all the country directors and the regional directors and as well as the national directors. Thanks for your complete support and cooperation. And at the same time, I would want all of you to initiate the conversation with these people who have participated for the event and guide them on the next steps. They might get stuck. They might not know what is a procedure to follow. So please guide them accordingly. And at any point of time, any one of you wants to get in touch, as we mentioned, you can log on to marketnext.org, register, schedule an appointment, and we'll make sure our team gets back to you. So I hope we had a very wonderful event, and it was a great collaborative event, and we have actually discussed a lot of collaborations, a lot of opportunities, a lot of requirements, and we hope we take it to the next level on a serious note. And thank you so much for your participation. It was a great and wonderful day.
Thank you all. Stay safe. Goodbye.
It was so nice to see you all. Take care. Good day. Enjoy. Looking forward.
Thank you. Good. Thanks all.
Thank you, Ravi.
Good continuation.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, each one of you. It has been wonderful. Only thing is, we all would like to see Shine. I don't know why is he not showing his face.
You want to see me?
Where are you?
Why are you not showing his face?
Champion Shine.
Here.
Where are you?
Always.
Where am I?
Not visible.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Thanks to all.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Thank you, Sharon. Good job, Rahul. Good job, Rahul. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Good job, Gautam.
Everyone, Gautam, Rahul, Sharon, everyone.
The whole team. The whole
Proud
team
of my
is
team.
here.
Proud of my team, actually.
Where is
Very good.
Gautam? I have not seen Gautam.
Gautam is here.